Well, Tekashi 6ix9ine, and you could say is the most talked about New York rapper right now. You know, he called himself the King of New York. And honestly, I checked the numbers. His album or mixtape, whatever, debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200. He had like 5 songs on the charts. Like, his songs are getting 20, 30 million views. Like,
is he the most popular in New York right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't make you nobody's king, bro.
Yeah.
When we talk about King of New York and hip hop and all of that, well, that has to do with music. Okay?
I like some of his songs.
You like some of his songs. Is it King of New York status? And when I talk about King of New York, the past people that have been in this category are Biggies and Jay-Z's and Nas's. Are you fucking telling me that this guy got anything comparative to any of the people that I just mentioned?
Lyrically, no.
All right. Even sonically, musically. Is any of his music, take the lyrics off, does any of the beats even stand up to the best beats of any of those guys that I just mentioned?
I mean, that Gummo beat is tough.
Oh my God.
Gummo's tough.
Vlad, come on. Don't get yourself roasted in the comments.
Gummo's tough.
And so Gummo's tougher than 10 Crack Commandments. The fact that you even have to debate that, Vlad.
Not really. No. I'll say no.
See, okay. Please.
Biggie's sort of in his own category.
Jay-Z, Nas. These are the people that we've spoken of as King of New York. And not only were they super popular at that time and even more popular than this guy is right now, but their music was 1,000 times better. So all I'm saying is he the King of New York in terms of popularity right now? Absolutely, yes, he is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But the real King of New York, when it comes to this hip-hop shit and music and all of that, he's far from it. I say we have no King of New York right now.
Jay-Z?
Huh?
Jay-Z?
I mean, Jay-Z is going to be the King of New York till somebody else really comes in and puts that stamp. Jay-Z is the King of New York, though, almost by default right now.
Well, you can't say by default because he's continued to put out quality work. Because we talked about the whole Rakim thing last time. Rakim is up there with Jay-Z lyrically, but he hasn't been dropping monumental shit in the same way that Jay continued to keep dropping. Like, 444 dropped, everyone was fucking with it. If Rakim dropped a new album right now, the purists would fuck with it. I would fuck with it. You would fuck with it. Most people...
With the kids that listen to Gummo and all of that. Fuck with
Not so much, but the Gummo kids was listening to 444.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Is Jay-Z... Well, yeah, he's super popular.
King of New York.
Yeah, he's King of New York. He's King of New York. But I don't even think there's nobody even coming close to that title. Like, I hear certain names, and I'm like, yeah, this guy's good, but nowhere close to any King of New York status. Like, you know what I mean? We got a lot of good guys, though. A lot of up-and-coming, you know what I mean? Dave East, people like that. I like him.
Yeah.
But just let's not talk about King of New York. You're not ready for that title yet, bro. Like, you still need to build your shit up, but I like where you're going. But I don't think nobody really can be the King of New York right now, other than a fucking Jay-Z.
Yeah, I agree. What do you think about the whole thing that happened in Texas with Jay Prince's sons and basically that he said he ain't checking in,
right,
and they shut his shows down,
right,
he didn't perform,
right,
he talked some shit on Instagram,
yeah,
but he didn't perform.
Well, here's the thing,
at a scheduled show.
Like, I can't front, like, it's hard for me to not pay attention to this kid.
Right.
It's like, it's hard to not pay attention to shit he's doing and saying and all this. Yo, I gotta almost give him credit for pulling up places where they telling him not to.
Right.
Okay? Like they talking shit, don't come to my city, da 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 da. And next minute, you know, this nigga's on Instagram. Like, yo, I'm here, motherfuckers. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
What the fuck y'all was talking about?
Astrodome all in the background. Hollywood sign. Like,
and it's just kind of like, yo, this little motherfucker got some balls, yo. And you got to kind of like
you have to give him props for
what?
that.
You have to. Now, see, I'm not into all of this gang culture, so I don't know about, like I said, I don't know what the rules are as far as checking in and all of that type of shit. Like, that's not the life I live. You see what I'm saying? All I can say is I like his spirit. You know what I mean? As far as it appears that he don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And you, a part of you gotta like that. At the same time, you know, I'd like to see him move a little smarter. Like, I don't want to see him get hurt out here for no reason just because, you know, this formula of pushing people's buttons and all of that is working for you right now. And you see what I'm saying? Like how you talking about fame is addicting. It's a motherfucker. Like, you talking about all this text, you're gangster, but at the end of the day, who really wants that? Like, who really wants you? Like, who really is like, I wish a motherfucker would? For real, for real.
Yeah, I mean, it could go a few different ways. He can continue to keep talking shit and nothing, you know, he's protected. You know, it seems like the dudes that are with him are actually down to protect him. I remember that LAX fight came out, and I remember his man pushed him back when those two dudes, you know, started to approach them. He's like, nah, I'll handle this, which is what dudes in that position are supposed to do. But he actually even kind of ran in and joined in the fight. And got dropped a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like, he could continue to be well protected. You know, like, look at 50. 50's been protected all these years. People have tried to get at him. There's been shootings. There's been this. There's been that. There's been fist fights. People have always stood in front of 50. Not to say 50 can't hold his own, because he can. But people have gotten in front of 50 to make sure that he's been okay with all the shit. And 50 has talked more shit than Tekashi by a mile. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As much as you think Tekashi talks shit, 50 Cent?
I love when 50 talks shit, though.
About everybody. Like,
see,
you know what I mean?
Why? I don't know. See, 50 is more funny when he do it. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, he do it with a style and just with such humor that just real niggas could just relate to.
And he makes songs about it.
Yeah.
You know? I smell pussy, and you know what I mean?
And for some reason, I don't know. I don't worry for 50 the way that I almost worry for this kid. Not that I'm worried, but I just feel like, bro, are you sure? Like, do you sure you know what you're getting into right now? Like, because, you know, I feel it could almost be partly like the naivete of age.
Yeah.
Along with, nigga, you ain't been nowhere before. Like, you a blood on your block. You understand what I'm saying? On your area, and you doing your gang shit in that area, but this is a whole country we live in. And shit is different. Shit is the same, but shit is different places. You understand?
Right. I mean, what he really has to worry about, he don't have to worry about J. Prince Jr. You don't have to worry about whatever, you know, a particular rapper, really any rapper.
Yes, these
he has to worry about the regular motherfuckers who are feeling insulted because you just insulted their city and the heroes of their city.
Okay.
Who are just like, fuck it. Going to jail is the dude that shot up or stabbed this rainbow hair kid. I've been in jail before. I could do it.
Oh, they feel like they putting in work for the set.
Putting in work.
You see?
You know, and the question is whether Tekashi will continue to talk that shit after somebody gets killed around him. He gets shot and survives, or stabbed, or beat up really badly. You know what I mean? Because...
which we don't want to happen.
We do not want this to happen. We do not. But this is sort of the path that he's kind of rambling towards right now. Sooner or later, if you just keep doing it over and over and over again, You've already had a few close calls. There's been shootings in, was it Kansas? Minnesota, I think. There, the fight at LAX. The show's shut down in a bunch of different places. Sooner or later, someone's gonna come. You can't roll deep enough unless you start rolling with cops, which he's not doing.
And doesn't that seem like it's always the case where like a friend or somebody will get killed all the time? Like somebody in your entourage, like you always hear about, especially when people get to a certain point. It seems like, and that's why I guess people talk a lot about this Illuminati shit. But it seems like some people, when they get to a certain point, they always lose somebody.
Well, I mean, Wolf, one of Puffy's right-hand men.
It happened to a lot of people. Countless people. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, how do you feel after that? Because you might feel like, fuck it, whatever happens to me, happens to me. But then some shit happened to you. Man, you wasn't even thinking of that.
Well, Troy F.
Right.
Look at the whole situation, and I'm not going to talk about the case. You know what I mean? But when you look at that situation on Troy's side, Banger's family hates him.
Right.
All his people that are around him don't fuck with him no more. You know what I'm saying? I guess like he was talking about in one of his posts, like how you man when you're the money, when you're the money source, your people are supposed to take the charge for you or whatever, and they didn't, and they all turned, and he stopped fucking with like Hovain and Young Lito and all these other dudes that was like really down to him. I remember Hovain, like I remember we had put up a post about Troy. And Hovain took offense to it and started talking shit to me talking shit about me on Twitter because he's riding for his man. I understand why he did it. I'm not tripping. But now he don't fuck with that dude no more at all. And it's like, Tekashi, something happened to one of your people, watch this whole infrastructure start to fall apart on you.
Yeah. Let's hope not, man. Let's hope. You know what I mean? Because you got a lot of people following him, right? Now, what if, like, a light bulb went on his head, right? And he got on some positive shit right now. Yo, he'd be able to lead a lot of young motherfuckers in a different direction than what he's leading them now. You see what I'm saying? Flip the script, Tekashi. Flip the script.